Kevin had exactly 3 things on his shopping list that morning: protein synthesizers, fresh vegetables from the hydroponic district, and if he could find it, actual real meat. The kind that came from animals, not vats. On Station Verkara 7, that last item was rarer than honest politicians. The market sprawled across the lower decks like a metallic jungle, stalls crammed between support pillars, the air thick with 100 different atmospheres and twice as many languages. Kevin navigated past a Throxian selling what he claimed were authentic earth spices, but smelled suspiciously like motor oil. That's when he saw the cage. It sat between a weapons dealer and a merchant hawking questionable pharmaceuticals. Inside, pressed against the energy bars, was a woman, not human. Her skin held a faint blue-silver luminescence and her eyes were too large, too dark. But the shape was human enough. The despair in those eyes was universal. You looking to buy, human? The slave trader was a Korvaxi, his translator chip giving his voice an oily quality that matched his profession. Kevin should have walked away. He'd come for meat, not moral complications. What species? Celestian. Rare breed. Widow lost her mate in the Epsilon Wars. No family, no clan to claim her. Clean bill of health, still got breeding years left if that's your interest. The Korvaxi grinned, showing too many teeth. The woman, Anna, according to the designation tag burned into her wrist, didn't react. She'd gone somewhere else inside her head, somewhere the cage couldn't reach. How much? The Korvaxi named a price that would drain Kevin's account. Money he'd saved for a new gravity regulator for his ship. Money that represented 6 months of hauling cargo through disputed space. Kevin thought about the meat he'd come to buy, thought about walking away, thought about a lot of things. Deal, he said. Anna didn't speak for the first 3 days. Kevin had moved her into the spare cabin on his ship, the Defiant Spirit, and she'd simply sat on the bunk staring at the wall. He brought her food, carefully researched Celestian dietary requirements, and she ate mechanically without tasting. On the 4th day, she finally looked at him. Why? Kevin was running diagnostics on the navigation system. Why what? Why purchase me? You could have bought anything. I saw you looking at the meat vendor. He set down his data pad. Yeah, well, turned out I wasn't that hungry. I am not a pet. Or she struggled with the word, her translator glitching slightly. A concubine. Didn't ask you to be. Kevin pulled up a holographic contract. Look, I'm not good at this sort of thing, but here's the deal. Legally, I own your contract. Morally, that makes me want to punch myself. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to work off the debt I paid. Ship needs a co-pilot anyway. You'll get standard crew wages, room, board. When the debt's clear, the contract's void. You're free. Go wherever you want. Anna stared at the hologram, then at him. This is not normal. For humans. Yeah, well, I'm not trying to win any popularity contests. He stood up. By the way, do you know how to recalibrate plasma converters? Because I've been putting that off for weeks and it's making a sound like a dying Vrixian. For the first time, something that might have been a smile touched her face. I was an engineer before. Perfect. Welcome to the crew. Weeks turned into months. Anna proved to be more than competent. She was brilliant. She optimized their fuel consumption by 17%, restructured the cargo loading system, and once saved them from a pirate ambush with a sensor modification that Kevin didn't even know was possible. She also started smiling more, laughing even, when Kevin told terrible jokes or burned their dinner for the 3rd time that week. One evening, as they hurtled through hyperspace toward the Andromeda cluster, Anna found Kevin in the observation deck, staring at the streaking stars. Your debt's cleared, he said without looking at her. Double-checked the math. You're free to go whenever we make port. She was quiet for a long moment. And if I don't want to go? Now he looked at her. Why wouldn't you? Because, Anna said, moving to stand beside him, her shoulder nearly touching his. I went to the market as merchandise. But I found something better than freedom. I found purpose, a home. She hesitated. A friend. Kevin felt something warm unfold in his chest. The position's permanent if you want it. Equal partnership. Co-owner of this rust bucket. She is not a rust bucket, Anna said with mock indignation. I have upgraded 70% of her systems. See? Already acting like a co-owner. They stood together watching the universe stream past. 2 souls who'd found each other in the most unlikely of places. Kevin never did get his meat that day, but he'd gained something far more valuable. A reminder that humanity wasn't measured in species or genetics. It was measured in choices. The choice to see a person in a cage and refuse to look away. The choice to be better than the galaxy expected. And maybe, just maybe, it was measured in the quiet companionship of someone who understood that sometimes the best journeys begin when you stray from your shopping list. Next time, Anna said, breaking the comfortable silence. We should actually buy the meat, though. I have been reviewing Earth cuisine. I want to try this barbecue. Kevin laughed. Deal, but you're manning the grill. Obviously. You would burn it. Hey! But he was smiling as he said it, and she was smiling back, and somewhere in the vast darkness of space, the defiant spirit carried them forward into whatever came next. Together.